Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, allow me to thank the Malta Communications Authority for this opportunity to address you as the same authority marks its 20th anniversary. This video message comes to you as I am currently attending other ministerial matters abroad. Looking back over the past 20 years, it is important that we acknowledge the important changes and progress that the authority has achieved in the communication sector in Malta. Malta prouds itself of a strong regulatory framework in the electronic communications sector, a framework which is inspired by the EU and international rules, a framework that fosters competition and drives private investment. Malta has always been at the forefront to support the introduction of the latest and most modern technologies, supporting innovation and a market environment that offers increased choices for consumers. I am pleased to note that this year alone, we have seen two leading operators in Malta announcing major investments in their network infrastructure and services which amounts to €65 million. These private investments are a clear testimony of the trust underpinned by the regulators' work in creating the right environment for competition to thrive. Malta's reputation as a frontrunner in this field within the European Union was even noticed by the European Commission in its most recent Digital Economy and Society Index, which stated that Malta has already fulfilled the 2025 Gigabyte Society objectives. The country boasts nationwide gigabyte connectivity and 5G coverage. Complementing the EU assessment, there are equally other results published recently by Ernst & Young in their most recent Malta Attractiveness Survey for 2021. On the basis of the responses from foreign investors, Malta's modern and robust telecommunications infrastructure placed as the second most important driver for foreign direct investment. These are encouraging indicators, knowing that the telecommunications sector is an important pillar for our social economic development and critical to our competitiveness. The communication sector rose to the challenge of 2020, connecting people to work, school, family, and healthcare. The use of video conferencing, remote learning, e-health services, just to mention a few examples, have increased dramatically during the COVID pandemic, and such changes are expected to become permanent. Undoubtedly, digitization is triggering societal changes. Malta is committed to be an active player in the development of the European agenda and in achieving the vision as set out in the EU Digital Decade. We also want to continue building on our ambition of a digitally enabled nation. And to that effect, we are in the process of launching a new overarching digital strategy for Malta, complemented by new sectoral strategies on cybersecurity, digital public services, data, and e-commerce. A whole spectrum of initiatives that together aim to create a value-based digital society. Along with sustainability, digital is at the very center of the Maltese government's agenda, as in fact was even reflected in our Recovery and Resilience Facility Plan that has been presented, approved, and even lauded by the European Commission. We have in fact devoted more than 25% of these funds allocated to Malta, which are equivalent to around €80 million to the digital transition. Funds that are being earmarked to initiatives that will truly make a difference in the continued digital transformation of Malta, focusing on our public administration, our healthcare systems, our justice systems, and the uptake of digital technologies amongst Maltese enterprises, notably SMEs. Indeed, I wish to compliment the MCA for putting together such an ambitious and forward-looking agenda for this conference. Finally, I take the opportunity to congratulate the Malta Communications Authority, its CEO, members of the board, its management team, and all its staff, past and present, on the occasion of their 20th anniversary, and above all, to thank them for their sterling work.